Thank you for staying with us. Adebowale Owoseni is a senior lecturer in information systems and a digital innovator with proven successes in the corporate and the academic arena. Of course, he will be with me this morning via Skype to talk about the use of ICT in times of uncertainty like this. Hello, Doctor. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How is...
How are you doing? I'm fine.
All right. How's the UK this morning?
UK is beautiful. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. It's great to have you here also. So we are in uncertain times. I mean, maybe times have not been, in quotes, uncertainer than this in our lifetime. And a number of things are just going on and all of that. A lot of our lives now revolve around technology. I mean, we're having to have a Skype conversation with you from the UK and all of that. A number of people are more open to what technology can offer in these times. But let's talk about it now. In times like this, where there is that use, or the use of technology has actually skyrocketed and all of that. How well can we use it? How well can we keep ourselves safe? How well can we navigate these times when it comes to ICT?
Oh, well, I think it's amazing how creative we have become with the use of ICT. Just like you have said, but maybe I should buttress that a little bit. So we've seen interesting things happening online. Okay, so for example, we've seen people having parties online, having funerals online, having naming ceremonies online. Interestingly, it seems as if governance is even moved online. A couple of times I've seen the vice president at meetings, online, and then even schooling, working from home pre-COVID era used to be I mean, it's not a taboo, but it's something that employers of labor seems to frown on. Those days, I remember us having a working leave, meaning you are on leave, but then you are home, you are working. But today, it seems as if all these things have changed. And then I just wonder what actually changed. Why is it that we tend to now accept and make use of technology in this trying and turbulent time, unlike we've done before? Those days people complain that, the reason why they can't use technology is because of the technology itself. But again, it just appears to me that major reason is about a closed mindset. It's not really about the limitations of the technology, but our mindset towards the usage of this technology.
Now that is
but
where
quickly,
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, but quickly, I think we have three major implications, okay? So the first thing we are going to see is that this creativity is going to bring about a disruption. You recall our last conversation about fourth industrial revolution and how it's going to impact employment and impact every other aspect of our life. So it appears that fourth industrial revolution is coming quickly or quicker than we thought of. So there's going to be a lot of businesses that will go under, and then we're going to see the rise of new business models based on digital technologies. Okay, an example is going to be maybe a dry cleaner. Okay, so today we've seen a lot of offices shut down, and then people are working from home. So consider Mr. Hay, who is a dry cleaner and has about 5 customers. 4 out of those 5 customers are bankers, and they work on the Highland. So the reason why that dry cleaner is having business or had business is those days because those guys are going to the office. But today, with 4 people not going to the office, then you see that dry cleaner, eventually is going to lose market and then lose job. And then another example might be people that sell sashimi and all that, so there are no more parties, and then those businesses will go under. But then again, we're going to see the rise of new businesses based on digital technology, data usage, and all that.
Now that's exactly...
The second thing...
Doctor, that's exactly, just before you go into the second thing, Doctor, that's exactly what I wanted to mention now. Adaptability when it comes to the common man, adaptability to that era of everything being digital, that is something that has been quite hard. How can someone make that process, that segue, how can one make it easy for, you have a number of people, maybe the elderly, the baby boomers who they've not been so used to technology, but now everything is getting into the technological space. How do they adapt?
Well, I think we need to be creative about it. But one thing I also think we need to know is that the potential drawback of technology, okay, is
Yes.
that it has the potential of widening the inequality gap, the social inequality gap. And I'm afraid there is little we can do about it, because sometimes it appears it's going to make the poorer, the poor poorer, and then the rich getting richer, in quote. So you take, for example, students that don't even have access to good schools before COVID. You know, how do you expect them to have access to schools online? They don't have access to data. They don't have access to good schools. But then today we've seen that the children of the rich that couldn't go to school before, because of COVID, they've all moved online, and then school is going on for them. So for people that don't really have this technology, yes, they can adapt and then begin to learn about how to use some of them. An example is going to be, I've seen people making use of WhatsApp, you know, as an example for schooling.
Yes.
I've seen people hold fellowship churches and all that on WhatsApp. And then you wonder how they make use of this, you know, because they can't afford the kind of data that Zoom technology or Skype and all that is going to require. That's live streaming. But on WhatsApp, you can just do voice messages and then combine it with your text message, and then you are gone. You are good to go. So, you know, you just need to look at creative ways of doing these things. And I also think that some of our digital technology providers should also look at technologies that will be affordable for the common man.
Okay, wonderful. Doctor, you have 2 more points to give us. We will conclude on those 2 more points next week. We have to go now. Okay. We'll conclude. We just please keep them down. We'll continue talking about using ICT in times of uncertainty. We have 2 more points to go from you. Thank you very much for such an exposé this morning.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a blessed day.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you. Okay, that's it. I hope you're able to learn something there. Hey, come on. We have to look. There is no option. We all have to adapt. For those of us who are not tech savvy, you have to be. These are times, it's the future, it is now. Right? Now that's all we can take now. That was tech, of course, and Dr. Adebowale Owoseni was our guest.